Hey guys, what's up? Dark Paladin X77 here again, and we have some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse news. And God, I love the way the freaking guy says Xenoverse in the first trailer that was ever released for this freaking game. So we have more news, more hype, more things to freaking talk about, and more things to discuss. So without further ado, we have a new trailer to watch, so let's get on with that first before we continue on with this video and do our analysis.
Peggy 12.
Historyが変わっていく。時空が歪み、あなたの伝え聞いている歴史とは結末が変わってしまっているはずです。
How awesome was that trailer? I know you all have to be pumped and hyped up for that, and if you're not and you're not just completely interested in this game, then, well, go fuck yourself, go away. Shoo, go, leave this video now. Okay, no, you're entitled to your opinion, I guess you can stay. But anyways, so, we have a trailer to break down and discuss some things about it, and I'm on limited time here, so I actually need to make this video very quickly, because I am using a new program to record my audio and screen here. As you can see, I will tell in the description if you want which program I am using. But anyways, without further ado, I have 10 minutes to do this, which I'm probably not going to use the full 10 minutes, by the way, but we just watched the trailer, alright? Now, we have a couple of things to analyze and discuss, and one thing that I love about YouTube is that you have a slowdown here, and I'm going to turn off the audio because simply for the fact that I don't want it to come through the speakers. But yeah, let's get on with this analysis. This is going to be playing extremely slow, and I love this again about YouTube because I can literally just take the time to dissect this entire video, in which case the Peggy 12 is seriously taking forever to actually leave. Yes, we get it's for 12 and up. Can you please get along with this? I probably should have started at like fucking 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. Okay, so first we have Goku powering up, going straight into Super Saiyan 3 from base form. The Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse sign is popping up while he's fighting Kid Buu. And it's continuing on. We see Vegeta fighting in the background with Piccolo here. I'm pretty sure that's Vegeta anyways. It could have been Gohan. We have Goku and Piccolo here. Goku dodging some Ki Blast, I'm assuming from Frieza. Nappa's blowing up stuff. And we have Android 17 here shooting off a Ki Blast, some sort of energy attack actually, which looked really cool. 18 doing some dual Destructo Discs. Gotenks here is, I'm going to start pausing things because I'm talking way too fast for you guys and you probably aren't completely comprehending what I'm saying. So Goten is blowing out, you know, his super ghosts here. Super Ghost Kamikaze is actually Super Saiyan, I'm sorry. But he's blowing out his ghosts here. He's got Frieza back there, you know, going ahead, shooting off his, I forgot what the hell this is called. It's just his big attack thing. It's like the Death Ball, right? It's called the Death Ball, right? Anyway, so then you got Cell shooting off a Kamehameha. You have Guldo doing some, telekinetic. What's the word I'm looking for here? He's doing an Esper attack. Okay, I'm just gonna say Esper. He's doing an Esper attack here, and looks like he's about to form a crystal and shoot it at someone. Although technically in the show he was about to throw a tree at Krillain and Gohan when they were a very sharp tree at Krillain and Gohan when they were frozen in the air, if I remember correctly. Got Gotenks again fighting Kid Buu here. I love this animation right here. So hold on, let's play this in normal speed really quick because I just love the animation that happens right here. I'll play it at 0.5 speed. The animation that happens right about there where Kid Buu is flying and spinning in the freaking air, that is really awesome. I like that there's a nice spinning animation. You get a satisfaction out of hitting your enemies. This blast is going off here. It's really weird. It's like a sort of wavy sort of thing that Kid Buu's doing here, and then you have Jace doing a million Crusher Balls to Vegeta. Jesus. Looks like the attacks in this game are going to be really devastating, and I cannot wait. Broder doing the blue cyclone, I believe that's what it's called. Blue tornado, something like that. Captain Ginyu right here preparing to do his body change sort of technique here. It's his body change technique. And Bardock is just shooting the blast at Frieza, trying to prevent him from destroying, you know, Planet Vegeta. Just trying to do whatever he can in his power to stop Frieza. Just awesome stuff here. I'm glad Bardock is in this game. It's the first time he's been announced. Now we have this. History is changing. So, as we're going on here through the trailer, you see all these glass shards, which is actually sort of showing the events of the Dragon Ball Z universe, which sort of reminds me of Battle of Z, or I'm sorry, not Battle of Z, geez, Battle of Gods, in which case Whis had that sort of orb thing that allowed him to, you know, see everything that the Z Warriors were doing in junk. So, you know, it just sort of reminds me of that. As you can see here, it says, all gods that control time are battling to regain control. The warp time in space will change the fate of the world you know. So this is very interesting stuff. From what I've heard, this game is not going to follow the original Dragon Ball Z storyline. It will to some degree, but not really too much at all. You are your own created character, and you're going through the Dragon Ball Z universe to prevent bad things from happening throughout history in the Dragon Ball Z universe. As you can see, as I just said, the history you know, as it's going by right now. Goku is laying out on the floor. It looks like he's defeated, actually, sort of here. And you have an in-close shot of Frieza he's damaged there. Cell is powering up. Looks like right here, back at this scene, I'm trying to go back to it here. Right here, I'm pretty sure that's Raditz. Somebody is going to make a Radish joke now. It's Raditz. Well, that's whatever. Anyways, puns. Akira Toriyama and his food puns. Anyways, so we have Goku right here dodging a, what seems to be, I can't remember. He has ridiculous names for his moves. The creators just went crazy with Raditz's moves. I'm pretty sure this is, I honestly don't remember. I think he has like weird names for his moves. I do remember that the one where he shoots two blasts out is called Double Sunday, if I remember correctly. From Budokai, back from the Budokai 1 days, you got Goku and Piccolo dodging there. I originally did not know what this was. I did not know what Goku was grabbing and like pulling, and then until I realized, I stopped here and I realized, oh, he's probably just pulling Majin Buu's other arm, you know, towards himself or whatever. You know, I couldn't, because it's such an elongated orange, you know, compared to his arm right here that you see. So it's just kind of funny that it's stretched out by that freaking much. But anyways, again, we have, like, Dragon Ball itself is in peril. So, like, you know, again, the whole timeline thing is in, you know, trouble. You gotta save the universe here with your own created character, as I'm explaining now, which is actually about to pop up soon. This is actually, I think, Goku being either defeated by Broly or being defeated by Cell or something in the Cell games or whatever. The reason I say Broly, you'll see a little bit later, but history distorted. You can see right here, this is where things start to get kind of crazy and fucked up. You got Kid Gohan here, which it looks like he has like legendary Super Saiyan eyes, but it's just the effect. His eyes are still normal. He's got his eyes closed. This is where things get screwed up, which I find it funny that I actually never noticed that. The left eye of Raditz goes red before the right one. It's not at the exact same time, so I thought that was kind of funny. He's got this sort of darkness going around, and if you don't know, the two Dragon Ball Online villains are actually the villains for this game. But I'll get more into that later, and Towa, I think that's her name, Mira's wife, is essentially controlling, I think, time here, and using her magic to change pretty much time. And, you know, Gohan, not usually, he misses the dash, you know, his headbutt into Raditz's gut. He misses that, Raditz predicts it, Goku getting killed by the special beam cannon, and Raditz dodging it, which is a interesting turn of events. I mean, this game is just going to be ridiculously interesting, in my opinion. I'm just super excited for it, man. This looks crazy. And as you see here, we have Vegeta and Krillin pretty much dead, I'm assuming. And Gohan is the last one standing, backing away from most likely second form Frieza. I'm not sure why Krillin's ass is so defined in this shot, but whatever. But anyways, now you have Cell being also possessed by Towa's magic again, with her powers at his disposal. Gohan's not... What's very interesting in this scene is Gohan is not a Super Saiyan 2 in this scene. It's extremely interesting to see that. I'm a little shocked as to why he's not Super Saiyan 2. The story will probably develop and, you know, show us why he's not. Most likely because of Trunks possibly not being killed, because they're sort of... The villains are correcting the timeline, which, not Trunks being killed, but Android 16 being killed. I'm assuming Android 16 lives because Cell doesn't kill him off, so it doesn't, you know, makes Gohan go into Super Saiyan 2, in which would defeat him. Where they're doing the Ki Clash now, Gohan clearly doesn't have enough power to defeat Cell. And you have here, this is a random shot, it's not any of the Z Warriors losing, it's just Goku SS3 shooting a Kamehameha blast at Majin Buu. But anyways, yeah, see, here's the interesting scene right here. Now, this is a really weird scene. Someone pointed it out, and I actually, now that I'm seeing it, somebody made a joke and said that it was Hercule that defeated Goku. Now, while that is sort of funny to think about, I'm trying to see it here right at this last shot. It doesn't seem like I'm getting much out of it. But it seems like Goku is sort of defeated here. It's when he was breathing on the ground earlier from, you know, I'd say roughly, Alright, sorry about that, guys. Again, I was on limited time, and I guess the analysis went a little bit longer than I thought it would. But there is a lot to cover in this video that I'm trying to explain here. Back to me trying to find this scene, though. Yeah, right about here. This is where Goku was injured, and he was on the ground, and behind him, it appears behind him is Hercule for some strange reason. I am looking at it a bit more, and it's not Broly because these are Hercule's black boots, so it's a little weird and confusing. I don't know why Hercule's there. Maybe he's just going to be doing one of his silly moves and trying to fight Cell or something, and just a sort of comedy event goes off here. I actually do want to see some comedy in this game, as serious as the tone actually seems so far. Like, people are mind blown by this trailer, by the way. But as much as serious as it seems like it's getting here, I actually do wish this game has a bit of comedy in it, because that would be great. Dragon Ball Z isn't Dragon Ball Z without a little bit, at least, you know, a little bit of comedy thrown in. Anyways, we're continuing on now through the, you know, the trailer. This is where your hero sort of comes in, your created character of whatever race you'd like. The Frieza race is now officially confirmed, by the way. You can create a Frieza race, a Majin race, a Namekian race, and now a Saiyan, and I'm assuming it's Saiyan/human race, because the sites have it listed as human, and Dragon Ball, this game is borrowing a lot from Dragon Ball Online, so I'm assuming that it's like a human race that can go Super Saiyan, because everyone has Super Saiyan genes in them at this point. This is probably your character from the distant DBZ future that Trunks is calling upon to help fix the timeline, which I believe is also what happens in Dragon Ball Online. Now, something I'd like to quickly point out here that I'm probably going to, you know, edit into Sony Vegas here. The created character in this scene seems a bit skinnier than he did in previous screenshots or even videos. My guess is because they're trying to make him look closer to the artwork, because in the artwork he looks a lot skinnier. It's really weird that, you know, they puffed him up a little bit for the game. Like, his arms here look a bit skinnier than they did from before, from what I remember. The one thing that still bothers me is his face. His face definitely does not match the artwork. Again, I should edit the artwork in somewhere of the design of this mysterious character, which is just a random created character. But I am going to edit that in to show you what I'm talking about. So, you know, your character is summoned here by Shinron. It seems like Trunks made a wish or something, maybe even, and summon your character, although it would have just made more sense to, you know, use the power of time and just... Trunks has a time machine, and actually, you're going to be... there's a new Supreme Kai in the game, and her name is, like... I don't remember her name, actually. I don't think they've given a name for her, but she's called the Supreme Kai of Time, which Trunks could also use her to go through time and stuff. I don't really see why you're wished here. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, here it goes, by Shinron. So I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. You know, you're apparently the promised warrior that's going to save time and stuff, so I like where this is going. It's got a lot of hype into the back of this. And reading this line here, which you don't really get a chance to read during the normal trailer, we must return history to its proper place and then heal the fissure in time. Meaning that you guys are probably going to be doing undoing Towa's magic and saving the Z Warriors from it. From her magic in general, you know, so you're going to be undoing time, essentially, is what I meant to generally say. It also seems, let's go back to this shot right here. I'm not sure if they fixed this, just really quick, going closer to your characters, this character's in specific's face. Earlier, people pointed out that his spike was going through the scouter. It doesn't seem to be doing that here, though I'm interested in seeing if it'll, like, you know, happen during gameplay. It's not that interesting, but it is something that someone pointed out, and I don't really care for that. It's more so an aesthetic thing. I don't really care if your hair doesn't have true physics in this game. I'm more worried about gameplay. Here you have Raditz doing the double Sunday, as I mentioned earlier, and he's shooting it at your character dodges it. Seems like your character's well capable enough, you know, to do battle. He's about to fight Raditz. Frieza's shooting some ki blasts out. Looks like he's about to kill Piccolo and Gohan here, right before your character actually steps in to stop that from happening, which is pretty cool. Your character did get a little scratched up from that, though, meaning that your character seems to be on the level of, you know, I don't necessarily know, because usually Z Warriors don't really get scratched up too much if the character isn't that, you know, much more powerful than them. So I'm a little curious to how powerful your character actually is, because there is a skill system in this game, so maybe your character is actually leveling up, you know, throughout the history of this timeline being fixed, and he's getting more powerful as things go on. Here you have an interesting scene of Trunks and your, you know, your created character being what seems to be hurt, which Trunks doesn't seem like he's really fighting too much in this. He's just more so the messenger boy telling you where to go and where you need to go to fix things. And this scene is interesting because we already actually have screenshots of Towa and Mira in the game already. They're already gameplay screenshots of them. So if I remember to do so, I might not, though, because you guys can look that up on your own, but I might do it. I'll have that maybe edited in right here so you can see what they look like. And that is, I'm assuming on the other side of them is Towa and Mira. You're fighting them right now. Because why would Trunks need to suddenly step in into your work where you're, you know, saving the universe? It doesn't really make too much sense. So he's probably helping you in your fight. And right here, again, it's saying save the history of Dragon Ball as it continues on. And you're doing a spirit bomb with Goku, which seems very interesting. Which means, again, your character does have his own movesets. You can pretty much have whatever moveset you want, most likely in this game. They haven't announced all of them yet, but there are a lot of custom moves that you can apparently do in this game. So if your character can do a spirit bomb, that's pretty fucking awesome. And as you see, he's helping Goku doing the spirit bomb here. And finally, one of the most interesting things about this trailer, which you're probably like, this is just a title screen and the release date, which, yeah, the release date is interesting, but what else is interesting about the screen? So not only is this coming out on Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4, right here we have the Steam logo. Now, I can't remember the last time when a Dragon Ball Z game actually came out on Steam, you know, also on, you know, PC in general. So, like, besides using emulators, but whatever. Anyways, so this is really, really interesting stuff, guys. And we're going to go on and move on to this, more so the discussion part of this video. Sorry that it's sort of getting long at this point, but there's a lot to talk about, and I'm just really excited. Alright, so now that we've checked out the trailer and seen a bunch of things, I've also got some new screenshots for you guys. It's a good thing that I decided to take a little bit of a break from making the videos after I did the analysis of the second trailer, because there's a lot of things that I'd like to talk about really quick. Try to shorten this video up. It won't be too long, but yeah, so there's going to be some more screenshots being shown off in the background. I'm sure you guys are going to greatly appreciate that. There are going to be screenshots of the Supreme Kai of Time, Towa, and Mira. To point this out, people are getting a little confused here. Towa is the girl, and Mira is the guy. I know Mira sounds like a girl's name. Don't know what the creators of Dragon Ball Online were thinking, but that's just how it goes. Stop getting them confused. Anyways. Just so you don't get further confused, anyways, at least. But moving on. So yeah, there's a couple screenshots in the background. Like I said, Frieza's race has been confirmed, as I said, But that's very interesting because other people are asking for other races. Now, personally, I think this is the point of just where it's fine. Having Frieza's race is great. Having the human race / Saiyan race is great. Having Majin Buus, or well, Majins in general, is cool. Having Namekians is fine, all dandy by me, and especially the whole gender thing. Finally, we get some female characters, more female love in the Dragon Ball Z universe, because that's where it was really kind of lacking. But anyways, we never got to see a female Super Saiyan. Come on, now we got the opportunity for a female Super Saiyan in what could possibly be a somewhat canon storyline. So, very interesting stuff going on here. Because, if you guys don't know, the Dragon Ball Online storyline is technically right after the events of Dragon Ball Z. Not exactly right after, but it sort of is, and then it skips way ahead in years. So it's very interesting. A very interesting storyline indeed. So if it actually does become possibly canon in the future, it's very interesting, because I would actually like to see all of this get animated into the actual, like, anime of Dragon Ball Z. You know, you know, continue into the anime of Dragon Ball Z, I guess I should rather say. But it'll be very interesting to see if this actually is somewhat of a continuation of the Dragon Ball universe, if this game is liked enough and the story is really appreciated. Now, I will be talking some more about the story and a couple of the character customization options in a sort of downside video to Xenoverse, which will probably be interesting to some of you. So when that's finally made, I'll have a link to it probably somewhere in this video. Right now it is an annotation. But yeah, just tons of great stuff in the that's being made in this game. To further explain, like I said, Towa and Mira, which again, I'll have screenshots of them now if I didn't before, if I didn't edit them in. Because I actually have new screenshots of them now, are from the Dragon Ball Online universe, and Towa is essentially using her magic to kind of fuck with the storyline, and the Supreme Kai of Time doesn't really like that shit, in which case my assumption is that she calls on future Trunks because there was an interview or something done where the Supreme Kai of Time got irritated at Trunks or something because he went through time to fix time because he didn't want the timeline to end up like his. When I say Trunks, I mean future Trunks. He didn't want, you know, Cell to kill off everybody and Goku die of a heart disease, so he went through time to stop all that. So she got, I guess, kind of pissed off at him, and now is asking him to help her fix time with your created character, which is a very interesting plot point and development, honestly. I think that the story of this game is going to be really, really great. Again, sort of a discussion for another time later of a sort of video that I'm going to make later, depending on how this game goes and how they work with the story. I think this game's going to be very story heavy, but they really got to focus on it, though. Like, besides the gameplay, they really got to focus on the story, because this could be a downside if they don't really do it correctly. And again, I'll have another video for that later. Sorry for being sort of repetitious here, but anyways, like I said, I'm just super excited for this game, so that's probably why I'm repeating myself. And it's just really awesome to see that we have a DBZ game with a completely new story and everything. And yeah, I'm just super excited for that. And I want to know what you guys are saying, you know. What are your thoughts on this game? What do you got to say about it? All I know is that I'm just stupidly, extremely excited for this. And I absolutely cannot wait for this game to come out. So, there actually has been an extended trailer for Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse, and there's actually some more created character gameplay, actually, even. That I will link down below. I'm not going to talk about it yet, because no one official has uploaded it. The reason I'm talking over this trailer, well, not this trailer, but the trailer we just did an analysis on, is because Namco Bandai Europe uploaded it, and I just decided to use their video. And I downloaded that off of YouTube with my program that I used to download, well, YouTube videos. If it's from someone official, I don't feel like I'm stealing it necessarily, because it came from the creator of the trailer, so yeah. Anyways, I'll link that stuff down in the description down below so you can see more gameplay. And there actually will be a hub world in this game in which you can chat with other fucking people. Cough, cough, Destiny, you didn't do that. I'm not pissed at Destiny or anything, I'm just saying it doesn't make sense why Destiny is a game like it is and it doesn't have a chat box feature in the hub world. Anyway, so yeah, Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse is going to have a hub world where you can meet and talk to other players. It actually seems like you can, like, customize your character on the fly, sort of, which is kind of interesting and really cool. while you're in the hub world even, and there's also poses and tons of things you can do as well in the hub world just to be silly. It looks like you can also buy things in the hub world, which I'm curious to what you can buy in the hub world. Maybe it's extra costumes, moves, mentors even, because getting into that, there is a mentor system. You will be able to have your own mentor, and so far the confirmed mentors I believe I've seen so far are Goku, Tien, Yamcha, I believe, is also going to be one. Krillain is also one. I believe Vegeta has been confirmed as one. And I think there's a couple more, and I honestly can't remember right off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be tons of mentors to learn from in this game. Actually, I think Frieza is also a mentor. Makes sense for the Frieza race, you know. But anyways, that's very interesting all to see. And there are going to be team fights in this game as well. There's 1v3, there's 2v2, and there's 3v3. I'm not sure if there's a 2v1 option in that. I'd imagine there would be. It wouldn't make sense if there is. It wouldn't make sense if there isn't one in there. Which, if there isn't, that's just kind of weird. But anyways, yeah, there's just tons of things that I'm super excited about in this game. I like that you're going through and everything. You know, pretty much recreating. You know, time essentially to be back to what it originally was instead of Towa's magic essentially fucking up everything. So, like I said, there's also going to be some screenshots and stuff of Towa and Mira in the background as well. You guys will be able to see what they look like in junk. And yeah, I'm sorry that this video is kind of running extremely long here for you guys, but thanks so much for being patient, watching all of it, and seeing my analysis and everything if you've gotten this far, seeing the discussion as well. So, yeah, thank you very much all for watching. This was Dark Paladin X77, and you can definitely expect some more Xenoverse videos as well as gameplay eventually once I actually pick up the game in early 2015. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you liked what you saw. Comment down below your opinions and thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.